When I did the video on the vegan bodybuilder that only eats one meal a day, I didn't know that was going to become one of the most watched videos I've ever made. It's unbelievable. It hit 1 million views within a half a year, and then it started going. I thought, okay, I'm going to make a video about this, but I had to wait a little while because I was busy. So then it hit 2 million, and now it's on its way to 3 million. It's just amazing, and I'm glad it's getting a lot of views. In the beginning, the misunderstandings and the comments and the things that people got hung up on, and they totally missed the message. The reason I made the video is you can have muscles and be vegan and not waste away if you're only eating 1 meal a day. That was the point. But people got hung up on a few things that he said, like how many calories he eats, and that he was a heavy lifting, what do you call it, a deadlifter champion, and you know, guys are all about competition and nitpicking and things like that. Well, that wasn't the point of the video. I don't care how many calories he eats. The point of the video is that he eats 1 meal a day. And he looks great, and he's got muscles, and he's a cool guy, by the way. He's really, really nice. He's really, really calm. And those of you who think he talks weird and everything, he's got a different mentality than the typical North American go, go, go. Everything is stimulation. He's like a monk, and he's very at peace. And his real goal is not having muscles. His goal is longevity. That's his studies, and he's very intelligent. He's done a lot of studying, and he says things that a lot of people don't understand because that's his thing, his profession, his focus in life is to understand the human body, why it does what it does, and he's got some cool looking results because of it. But his goal, again, is not how he looks, it's his longevity. It's funny, the comments were, you know, he says he eats 12 to 1800 calories a day or something like that. When your body is super clean, super efficient. Let's compare it to the cars from 30, 40 years ago, the muscle cars from the 60s and the 70s. They guzzled gasoline like crazy. That's like a lot of the bodybuilders that have to eat every 2 hours. Nowadays, cars have double the horsepower and only use half the gas because they're more efficient. And the human body is no different. The more efficient the body is, the more it can use every little drop of energy that it gets. As you can tell by the way he speaks, he's very conservative of his energy use. He doesn't run around, he's not stressed, he's not like high energy spending consumer that most people in the modern world are. Again, I don't care how many calories he eats, that's not the point of the video. Kara and I have found ourselves, we're almost down to 1 meal a day. She is 1 meal a day, I'm like 1.5. What's interesting is the bodybuilders, the raw vegan bodybuilders that I interviewed in my DVD set, they all say the same thing. They eat half as much as they used to when they were meat-eating bodybuilders, and they only work out like 2-3 times a week. It takes a lot less to maintain when you are eating that clean and efficiently. And then of course there's all these comments saying, well, he's on steroids and all that stuff. They're saying he's not eating enough. You can take all the steroids you want. If you're not eating enough food or bulking materials to build your muscles, all the steroids in the world aren't going to do anything. That's just a message that's being sent to your muscles and your body to do something. Hormones send messages. It's a message that's sent. The building is made from food. It's made from physical nutrients. And obviously he's getting enough nutrients. He even said the reason he picks the foods that he does, they're nutrient dense. He packs in a lot of stuff within that 1 hour. It's really important that people realize that it's not just the amount of calories, it's how efficiently they're used. There are people who eat all the time, non-stop, and the body never has a chance to rest. When you rest, and they found this with intermittent fasting, if you fast 1 day a week, or fast for 16 hours and you eat for 8, that the body has a chance to cleanse itself, and then when it finally gets something, it's a lot more efficient with that. So it's really important that people realize that the fasting is a big part of it. It's a big, big part of it, and bodybuilders find that when they fast 1 day a week, or they do intermittent fasting, that they have better gains and are just healthier all around. The message of the video was, again, that you don't need to eat meat to have muscles, and you don't need to eat all the time. The guy eats 1 meal a day. I'm not telling people to just eat 1 meal a day if they don't want to. Try to do the 16 hours of not eating and then the 8 hours of eating. That's a lot, 8 hours of eating. Kara and I are down to like 2 or 3 hours of eating, and it's amazing how it really helps your energy. You're younger. It helps in so many ways. Just do the research. You don't have to listen to me. But that was the point of the video. Muscle guy eats 1 meal a day and he's vegan. That's the point to take home. Everything else is kind of like a benefit to that. Do your research. Herschel Walker, okay, he's a professional fighter and he's a football star, and he only eats 1 meal a day. There's a lot of them out there. It just takes a lot of commitment to do it. When it comes to the time of eating, you better have some seriously good, focused, powerful nutrition to make that work. We want to show you with my videos what's possible with the human body. These are like the extremes. You don't have to do this. I'm just showing you what's possible. And as far as the deadlifting, the big muscle power building thing, he did that years ago. Once somebody's already big, it's easy to maintain with a lot less effort and calories once you're that size. And I noticed that with a lot of the raw vegan bodybuilders. It's a little bit of an edge when you're already big when you start the raw vegan lifestyle. Dr. Nun S Amen Ra is not raw totally. He's still eating cooked foods because he chooses to have more dense food. But that's his choice, and that's great. But he's vegan. He doesn't eat animal products. And he does supplement with a green formula and other things like that because the soil is depleted of nutrients. There's just very little nutrition left in the soil. Anyway, I hope this helps. I hope this inspires you. It's amazing how many views this. I mean, luckily, the comments are more and more people are obviously doing their research because the negative stuff is calming down and people are starting to actually leave positive comments saying, this is true, this is right, I did my research. This is a whole new world for people. This is just the gate, this is just the beginning. Where we're going to be, I'm going to be showing you more and more over the next few years as to what's possible. And what's funny is this video that the Amen Ra video, it was the worst quality video I've ever made, and it's the most watched. It's so embarrassing. It almost never happened because the audio wasn't working right and the video wasn't working right. We couldn't find his place. He lived out in the middle of the boonies in Virginia somewhere, and we almost couldn't even find it. The audio was having problems, and there was a big window behind, a glass window, and it kept causing the camera to go crazy, focusing and everything, so I had to keep moving to try to keep it. It's a long story. I'm just glad I was able to get the video and the important things that he said. You can see the video right here, and I'm also going to post a link to it at the end of this video. You'll see a little square. It's amazing. I'm going to see how many millions of views this thing is getting. I create stuff to try to inspire you and show you what's possible. Watch this stuff with an open mind. That's the way you can grow and learn and improve. Stay tuned at marcusnews.com. Keep learning. Bye-bye.